So three space.
No.
Alright everybody, we're going to pick up where we left off in my original run of the 1998 PC version of Jeopardy. This is game 7, and so far I've won $166,800. I'd love to win more, let's see if I can.
Hi folks, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Normal game. Okay, so how many people are out there? And we'll get a couple of computer contestants to play against you. Player 1, what's your name?
Player 1 has the space bar.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy! And now, here is your host for Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Welcome to another game of Jeopardy. Let's see what the categories are for this round. The insect world. Anagrams. Actors and actresses. The Tony Awards. U.S. history. Geography.
Alright, I like these categories.
Player 1, you get us going.
Actors and actresses 100.
This star of Nell and the Silence of the Lambs has a degree in literature from Yale.
Let's try to add on my $166,800. Who's Jodie Foster?
Why, yes.
Actors and actresses 200.
Player 1, it's your turn.
As Angela Bennett in this 1995 film, Sandra Bullock found her identity deleted from the information superhighway.
What is the net?
Player 1? Yes, indeed.
Actors and actresses 300.
He had a role on TV's Dallas before starring in films like Seven and 7 Years in Tibet.
Who is Brad Pitt?
Player 1? Correct.
Actors and actresses 400.
She earned an Oscar nomination for starring in The Rose and an Emmy nomination for playing Mama Rose in Gypsy.
Who is Bette Midler?
Player 1? That's right.
Actors and actresses 500.
He played the Joker in 1989's Batman and in 1994 turned into a wolf.
Who is Jack Nicholson?
Player 1? That's it.
Anagrams 100.
An astute art critic knows the Venus de Milo is one.
What's a statue?
Player 1? Right you are.
Anagrams 200.
Player 1, it's your turn.
Hours elapse while you're this in bed.
What's a sleep?
Player 1? Correct.
Anagrams 300.
When the U.S. lawyer hangs out his shingle, it's usually in this language.
What is English?
Player 1? Yes, indeed.
Anagrams 400.
Heads turn here whenever the devil walks by.
What's Hades?
Player 1? Yes.
Anagrams 500.
A knight didn't have to travel far to run into one of these rascals.
What is a varlet?
Player 1? That's right.
Geography 100.
This Southeast African country was named for an island possibly named for an Arab ruler, Musa al-Beek.
What is Mozambique?
Player 1? Correct.
Geography 200.
It's your turn, Player 1.
The states on this sea include Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania.
What is the Baltic Sea?
Player 1? Yes.
Geography 300.
When founded in 1736, this Costa Rican capital was called Villa Nueva.
What is San Jose?
That's correct.
Geography 400.
The highest point in this Canadian province is in Cape Breton Highlands National Park.
What is Nova Scotia?
Player 1. Yes.
Geography 500.
This river's name is from Sindhu, a Sanskrit word for river.
What is the Indus River?
Player 1. Correct.
I'll take the insect world for 100.
In some female insects, the ovipositor made to deposit these may also be used as a stinger.
What are eggs?
Player 1. That's correct.
Insect world 200.
It's your turn, Player 1.
The codling type of this insect is known for destroying fruits, not clothes.
What is the
Player 1.
moth?
That's correct.
The insect world 300.
The brown-banded type of this kitchen pest is one of the most common.
What is a
Player 1.
cockroach?
Yes.
Insect world 400.
This royal food that queen bees eat forms inside glands in the heads of worker bees.
What's royal jelly?
Player 1. Correct.
The insect world 500.
True flies belong to the order Diptera, whose name is from the Greek for two of these body parts.
Oh,
Player 3.
I don't think so.
What are antennae?
No!
No.
Wings. Oh, I was thinking that, but it's okay. 20 awards 100.
Player 1, you choose. Answer. Daily double. Player 1. Please make your
Let's
way.
make it a true daily double.
She not only co-hosted the 1995 Tony Awards, she won for playing Norma Desmond in Sunset Boulevard.
Who's Glenn Close?
You are correct.
20 awards 200.
She stunned Broadway by turning down her 1996 Tony nomination for Best Actress in a Musical.
Who's Julie Andrews?
Player 1. That's correct.
20 awards 300.
All right. Player 1.
The best musical of 1980. It featured the song Buenos Aires.
What is Evita?
Player 1. Correct.
20 awards 400.
Andrea McCardle was nominated for playing this title girl in 1977, but lost to her co-star Dorothy Loudon.
Who was Annie?
Player 1. Correct.
20 awards for 5.
In 1995, John Glover won one, not two Tonys, for playing twins in the play titled Love, Valor, This.
Ooh.
Player 3.
What is compassion?
Correct.
Oh.
Soon after taking office in 1981, this president lifted the grain embargo on the Soviet Union.
Who was Ronald Reagan?
Player 1. Yes.
200.
In 1858, this Democrat from Illinois won re-election to the U.S. Senate.
Player 2.
Who is Stephen Douglas?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Player 2, you choose.
In 1920, this president signed legislation returning the railroads to private ownership.
I'm going to say who is
Player
Woodrow Wilson.
That's right.
400.
On August 29, 1877, this leader of the Mormon Church died.
Who is
Player
Brigham
1.
Young?
Yes, indeed.
Now the last clue.
Toussaint Charbonneau reportedly won this Shoshone woman, Lewis and Clark's guide, while gambling.
Who is Sacagawea?
Player 1. That's correct.
Oh, yeah!
That takes us to the end of this round.
And I have a huge lead right now at $13,200.
Player 1. You're putting on quite a show.
Thank you.
All right, players, get ready for Double Jeopardy.
I'm ready.
Now, here are the categories for the Double Jeopardy round.
1990s movies.
Oh, okay.
Musical theater.
All right.
The Planets.
Okay.
Rhode Islanders.
All right.
World Facts.
Okay.
Dance.
All right. I'll make do.
Player 3, your turn.
The great red spot on this planet is so large it could cover the Earth 3 times.
What is Jupiter?
Yes.
The planet's 400.
This closest planet to the Sun has the shortest orbit around it, 88 days.
What's Mercury?
Player 1. That's it.
Planet 600, please.
In 1965, a panel of scientists asserted that it was entirely possible there is life on this planet.
What is Mars?
Player 1. Yes.
The planet's 800.
The answer is
Oh!
daily double. Player 1, please make your wager.
Let's take a gamble. Go 10,600.
Pluto's name was chosen partly to honor this astronomer with the initials PL, who predicted its existence.
Here's your clue. Take a look.
Trying to remember who it was. Trying to remember who it was. Who is Lowell? Lowell, yeah, that's right.
All right, let's go.
Yes.
Planet's 1,000.
Player 1, it's your turn.
With a diameter of 25 miles, Cordelia is the smallest known moon of this planet. Titania is the
Let's
largest.
say it was Saturn.
Player 1. Good guess.
Oh,
but
food.
no.
Is it Uranus?
Here's the correct
Uranus, okay. Let me have
Your choice,
dance for
player 1.
200.
The Kathak is an exciting rhythmic dance from this country, while the Kathakali is a Hindu dance drama.
What's India?
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
Dance 400.
The soles of a clog dancer's shoes are traditionally made of this material.
What's wood?
Player 1, you are correct.
I'll take dance for 600.
Answer? Player 1, please make your wager.
Let's do it all.
The hora is performed in a circle, and the quadrille uses this formation.
What's a square?
Yes, indeed.
Dance 800.
The Sevillana evolved from the Seguidilla, a lively dance from this country.
What's Spain?
Player 1, correct.
Dance for 1,000.
The Joget is a modernized version of the Legong, the best-known dance of this Indonesian island.
What is Bali?
Player 1, that's it.
I'll take musical theater for 200.
What'll it be, Player 1?
He was the king, and Gertrude Lawrence was I, when The King and I opened on Broadway in March 1951.
Who's Yul Brynner?
Player 1? Yes.
Musical theater 400.
This 1968 show begins with the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
What is hair?
Player 1? That's correct.
Musical theater 600.
This Frank Lesser musical was based on the stories of Damon Runyon.
Was Guys and Dolls?
Player 1? Yes.
Musical theater 800.
Rosie O'Donnell, Brooke Shields, and Lucy Lawless have all played this fast-talking role in Grease.
Who is Rizzo?
Player 1? Correct.
Musical theater 1,000.
Your choice, Player 1.
Day by Day is the most famous song from this musical, based on the Gospel according to St. Matthew.
What is Godspell?
Player 1? Yes.
1990s movies 200.
This actor directed and narrated 1992's A River Runs Through.
Who is Robert Redford?
Player 1? Yes.
1990s movies 400.
In this 1994 Woody Allen film, John Cusack plays a playwright who gets mixed up with the mob.
What is Bullets Over Broadway?
Player 1? That's correct.
1990's movie 600.
The romance An Affair to Remember figured prominently in this 1993 Tom Hanks film.
What is Sleepless in Seattle?
Player one. That's it.
1990's movie 800.
Player one.
Mel Gibson won an Oscar for directing himself as Scottish hero William Wallace in this epic.
What is Braveheart?
Player one. Yes.
1990's movie 1000.
This 1994 prison film with Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman was based on a Stephen King tale.
What is The Shawshank Redemption?
Player one. You are correct.
Rhode Islanders 200.
This Civil War general, admired for his side whiskers, served as governor of Rhode Island 1866 to 1869.
Who is Ambrose Burnside?
Player one. You are correct.
Rhode Islanders 400.
Robert Gray discovered this river that forms much of the border between Washington and Oregon.
What is the Columbia River?
Player one. Yes.
Rhode Islanders 600.
He painted the first 5 men to succeed Washington as president, but is most famous for his 3 of George.
Who is Gilbert Stewart?
Player one. Exactly.
Rhode Islanders 800.
Player one, you choose.
The play Little Johnny Jones introduced his Give My Regards to Broadway.
Player three.
Who is George M. Cohen?
Oh, that's right.
Correct.
The name of Wagga Wagga, a city in this country, is an Aboriginal word meaning many crows.
What is Australia? Beer.
Player one.
What is Australian for
Why,
beer?
yes.
World Facts 400.
A statue of the
Ow.
young Queen Victoria graces the Library of Parliament in this
Oh, yeah?
capital of Canada.
What is Ottawa?
Player one, you are correct.
World Facts 600.
Batumbang, the second largest urban area in this country, contains 10th century ruins of the Khmer Empire.
What is Cambodia?
Player one. Yes.
800 World Facts.
Latakia, which lies on this sea, is one of Syria's busiest ports.
What's the Mediterranean?
Player one. Correct.
World Facts 1000.
Player one, what'll it be?
You will find this capital of the Dominican Republic at the mouth of the Ozama River.
What is Santo Domingo?
Player one. Yes, indeed.
Now the last clue.
Quaker manufacturer Moses Brown led the movement that made Rhode Island first to abolish this in 1784.
What is slavery?
Player one, you are correct. That's the end of Double Jeopardy.
Wow.
This is a no-brainer, unless someone pulls a Clavin.
Which I don't plan to do.
Take a look at the category for Final Jeopardy.
British history.
Here's the Final Jeopardy answer.
Her 63-year reign over England was the longest of any British monarch. Who was Queen Victoria?
Your question, player two. That is incorrect.
It is not Elizabeth
What was your
I.
wager? Oh, I guess it's just not your day. Player three, your question? Sorry, that's incorrect. Let's see how much it cost you. Sometimes you get a tough one. Player one, let's take a look at your question. That's right. And your wager was? You're putting on quite a show.
I won $100,000 this game.
Great game. We'll see you again for another game of Jeopardy. Congratulations on becoming one of our all-time highest scoring
So I have a
champions.
7-game winnings total of $266,800.
Out of here already?
And I'm due back for an 8th game soon.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy. Hope you had a good time. So long.